Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Evan Taylor of Stupidly Awesome Gaming, and welcome back. Last I checked in, I had just started Chapter 2, and I just leveled up. And this is basically my official last stream of the year, so I'm happy that you guys decided to join me for it. Now let's see what I should do. Let's upgrade body. It's always the first thing you want to do. And yeah, I'm just gonna be balanced. 5 fighting styles. Let's see. Chi cost reduction. Removes negative effects, it's just slower paralysis. Drains chi. Okay, upgraded that. Let's look at White Demon. Speed increase. Alright. Let's remap. That works. Alright.
Do you feel that?
What?
Something that puts the rhythm.
There we go. What the hell?
You fell from the sky, but despite the maddened spirits here, you will benefit. A spirit monk was here long ago, fleeing the destruction that orphaned you. He carried a piece of your amulet. It was separated, broken apart, so your enemies could not find it easily. You have the first piece. It trains your abilities now. The second piece fell here with its minder, hidden until waters receded. A guardian protects it, waiting to test and serve you. The third piece awaits discovery in a distant lair.
Okay.
These 3 pieces are physical, but there is one more. It cannot be found, only earned. This final piece is all that will save you in the end.
Are you all right? You fell over after the fight. There was something
That was a hell
here,
of a
but
trip.
I couldn't see it clearly.
I visioned the same creature I saw in the spirit cave in the school.
You saw a vision? Strange that I could not make it out. Strong spirits are usually quite clear to me. Please tell me if you have any more. We shouldn't stay here. It isn't safe. There's so much pain and suffering in this place that I can barely think. What did Zeus say again? A clearing near Tiens Landing across the bridge in south? It sounds simple enough. Lead the way and I'll follow.
Okay. Whoop. Wrong way. Oh, what's here? It looks like a shrine of some kind. Yeah, sorry, like I said, playing this with a controller is a little clunky right now, and I'm still not sure how to, best use it. What is that in the distance? I see something shiny. Oh, whoa.
Wait.
Whoops. Your ice powers are nothing for my kicking force. Oh, he's using White Demon as well. Yeah, the downside to White Demon is just honestly the fact that it lacks speed. It's kind of like when you usually use 1,000 cuts. What is it? Fast, not very powerful though. There we go. Ooh, I'm gonna get a new style here soon. Oh, crap, I don't know what I just picked up. Look like a couple gems though. Alright, well, that's pulled up, so I can't go that way. Conscript.
I'm too much for you.
Yeah, no, you're not. There we go.
Express these wounds.
Oh, damn it. Couldn't block in time. Should have went into focus mode. Ah, damn it. Oh, he's a pain in the ass. Anyway. And then... should have went into Toad Demon style. Oh, bless me. Support recovers your chi. Downstar spirits can damage spirits. Alright. She got swiftly with her sword. Extra damage with weapon styles. Okay. Belly's great experience and skill. Staff is valuable asset in battle. Okay. Because I remember you could put support, and basically the support is they basically just let you do all the fighting. At least that's what I remember. Alright. Increases chance of chi power-ups. Ooh. Gentle persuasion. Intimidation +5. Body. Ooh. Alright. Let's get rid of the charm gem and put in persuasion. Oh, whoop, there we go. Gentle persuasion. +5 to intimidation, +1 to body and spirit. That should work.
Do you feel that?
Wait.
Something that eats the living.
Ice storm.
My character always flexes at the end.
You fed.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm skipping this.
alright?
I died, so. Okay, then let's throw this headstone. And pissed off spirits. Double teamed. Okay. Now I just need to heal a little bit. Oh, well. Hang on, let me... Toad Demon, let's remap. Yeah, I'm gonna be flipping between keyboard and mouse and controller for those.
White demon, longsword.
There we go.
Ice shard, white demon.
Bam! And Dawn starts getting her ass kicked.
Focus.
And there we go. I openly admit I abuse fucking focus. Who is this?
Stop where you are. Death's Hand should know better than to send his minions out alone. It is clear that you are one of his hirelings, or perhaps one of Gao the Greater's marauding pirates. You will pay for the crimes you have committed.
What do you know of Gao the Greater?
Don't waste your last breath on lies. I didn't get there in time to help anyone, but I saw you lead the massacre in Two Rivers. Clearly you were involved. Death's Hand went too far in ordering its destruction, and Gao the Greater sought to profit from it. My retribution will end with them, but it will begin with you.
Oh, crap.
Focus.
There we go.
Here. Ice shard, heavenly wave. White demon. You're going down.
Oh wow, she can heal too. Oh fuck.
Ice shard.
I'm on a cheat.
Heavenly wave.
Thank you, Dawn.
White demon.
Enough! The way you move seems odd. A flaw I cannot see, perhaps? But you are better than I expected. You might even beat me, if I allowed such insolence. You are too skilled to be just a hireling. Death's Hand would view such ability outside his assassins as dangerous. And Gao the Greater prefers his servants docile.
For obvious reasons. I'm not in league with Gao or the Lotus Assassins.
So it would appear. You lack their branding. But if you are not one of them, who are you? A monk? A mercenary? A bandit? You chase a great evil, larger than you realize. Leave and you may survive. Others have tried to face Death's Hand, but were destroyed, as Two Rivers was.
That is why I must face him to avenge the dead.
Your honor sends you toward peril, but you do not flinch from it.
Well, because I'm the main character, that's why.
A trait of fools, and perhaps the occasional hero. I also seek answers from Death's Hand and his minions. If you truly oppose him, you will need to find your way to the Imperial City. Of course, only the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please, thanks to Gao. Travel routes by land and water are blocked, but they use wind maps and flyers to further their goals here and in the surrounding forest. Perhaps, if you are capable, we will meet again. I wish you good luck, but you will need far more than that to survive. Farewell.
Wait, I didn't get your number. I'll probably see her again. Oop, okay, I was stuck for a second. This is also where I get honestly one of my favorite styles just because of what it does. Koi fish. I can't read that, but maybe an inn of some kind. Ah, Tiens Landing. Not all promotions in the Empire's government are good things. Officials are often given posts far... Oh, damn it.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I decided there wasn't
Excuse
much point in staying with the flyer. It's not going to get much worse, in my opinion. Here, I salvaged this gem out of some sort of power source. I imagine you will have some use for it. Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever's in charge of the town can help us get underway again. I will stay here at this new camp unless you need me. It seems like a good enough place to base ourselves out of.
Ooh. Good fortune. Well, let's take a look. Scholar's Gem of Fate. I know that one. Good fortune. Intuition +5, mind and spirit +1. Ooh, okay, I think I'm gonna get rid of... I'll get rid of this one. Throw that in there. Perfect. Ooh, a chest. Ooh, 100 silver. That's always useful. Alright, here's the
I can't believe Three Rivers is gone. It was home. The people there were the only family I've known. And now, they're all gone.
I understand, Dawnstar, but the path you are on may lead to even darker places. You must prepare yourself.
I don't want to think like that. We will set things right. We have to.
I don't think we can. We have to settle for vengeance.
I know. I just wish there was a way to put things back the way they were.
Alright, let's get to Tiens Landing. Okay, yeah, this is to the dam site. Yeah, that's Sagacious Zoo. Whoop. Who are these people? Stranger, forgive me for being so poor, but if you are wise, you will turn around and leave this cursed and miserable town.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Hush, daughter, you must treat strangers with respect. Once we are outside of town, we must be very careful with everyone we meet. Why are you leaving town? If I could, I would stay here. I am a simple villager, and I have lived here all my life, but now my daughter and I must venture out into the wilderness. Sure to be more excited than this dead place. Though impulsive, my daughter Fio speaks truly. The great dam river is open. The great dam downriver is open. The river is too low and treacherous for anyone to navigate. We are cut off from the Empire. The people are starving and pirates terrorize the town. Our leader, Minister Shang, seems powerless to do anything, so we choose to try our luck in the wilderness. Don't leave, perhaps I can save the town. A noble sentiment, but one I respectfully fear will do little to help us. You don't know the whole story. Minister Shang would probably pay someone to close the dam, but nobody's brave enough to make the journey. There are dark things up there. Some claim it is ghosts trying to torment us, some think it is pirates. I don't know. All I know is that there seems to be no way to get the Great Dam closed again. Do you think things will be any better if you leave town? I have heard of the dangers, wild animals, and worse men. Pirates and slavers who swoop down in their flyers on unwary travelers.
Those pirates must be Gao the Greater's men. We know that he has holdings near here, and he has flyers.
Well, it looks like... I have never heard of Gao the Greater, but pirates have terrorized the region for many weeks. Anyone wandering the wilderness knows they risk being caught by those slavers. Some believe there are even worse things in the wilderness, ghosts that torment the living. Still, it's better than sitting in Tiens Landing, waiting to die. Why did the Great Dam open? I don't know. Mr. Shang doesn't know. Nobody knows. But the town is dying, and I would rather try my luck out in the wilderness than stay here. If the dam is open, why is the river so low? The dam is downriver from us. When it was closed, the water backed up and drained very slowly, causing the level of the river to rise. Now that it is open, the water is flowing too fast and low where it flows at all. Most ships cannot weather it. The town is cut off. That is what we are leaving. Where is Fio's father? Life in a small town on the edge of the Empire can be hard. Many people die untimely deaths. What more needs to be said on the subject? The survivors must carry on as best as they can. Now Fio and I should be on our way. We must brave the wilderness. I would rather do it with the sun still in the sky. can you tell me more about the pirates? I haven't seen any myself, but they are there. I have friends who have seen them, and others have disappeared. It is more than mere rumors. That's why I've chosen to take Fio into the wilderness. At least there we'll have a fighting chance. I'll let you be on your way. Farewell, honored traveler. If you must enter Tien's Landing, speak with Mr. Shang in the town square. But a better plan would be to get away while you can. This is where I learned my new style.
In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place.
Oh, this is gonna end well.
What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you.
Leave her alone or you'll answer me.
Time to teach you all a lesson.
White demon.
She's using the legendary style.
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could, though obviously I arrived too. Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui.
Child, what child?
Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her.
Who was the child?
She was just a girl. Her parents were dead. I couldn't look after her, and I knew Hui by reputation. I knew she would find a good home for her.
Where is the child now?
She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here.
Yeah.
There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zhu mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young man, what is your master's name?
I trained under Master Lee of Two Rivers.
I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy.
Yeah.
The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready.
Okay. He must have given his orders long ago. You are very loyal, or foolish. This is too convenient. Master Lee could not anticipate I would crash here.
You had a flyer. You're right, I doubt he anticipated that. The glorious strategist accounts for every possibility within the known conditions. Had you simply flown past... Well, I do not want to contemplate that. My time here would have meant little. I served under Sun Li and was trusted enough to be contacted after Dirge fell. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon? The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
Which makes sense on why the spirits have no path to, rebirth. Such a crime against order would not go
unnoticed. There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel.
Damn.
She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun High sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price.
The Emperor destroyed my people to take the
Even a
water dragon's
god is
power.
not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Oh my god.
Executed. Murdered. The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
No wonder Master Li hates the Emperor.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You are the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
You can trust we, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around. I'll be back at the camp if you need me.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use.
Okay. I'm always ready to
Certain
learn.
lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief.
My
Magic and
favorite
weapons
style.
tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
Style gains. Spirit Thief. Dawnstar.
Is there anything you need?
I'm interested in how you are, Dawnstar. Is there anything bothering you?
No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is always welcome. You seem so far from anything familiar. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will be glad when we can leave this place to find Master Li. Be
Goodbye
well.
for now. Alright. Let me hotkey Spirit Thief. Okay, Spirit Thief. Let's put Spirit Thief there, and then I will put Toad Demon there. Bookstand, The Shadow in the Trees. Travelers in the Great Southern Forest often report strange sightings and bizarre phenomenon. Aside from the hospitality of the Pilgrim's Rest Inn, the forest is nearly entirely wilderness, and the verdant canopy of the forest hides wonderful and fearsome creatures, unlike any seen anywhere else in the Empire. The strangest tales are those of the shadow among the trees that seems to follow visitors to the forest. Philosophers hoping to reflect in the peace of the forest often report feeling watched, and patrons of the Pilgrim's Rest Inn claim to have seen a strange silhouette darting among the trees. Excuse me. Despite the apparently otherworldly nature of the figure, those who witness it sense no aggression and attribute it to the mysteries of the forest. Oh, lady has a quest for me.
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it.
What's wrong?
Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well...
There's gotta be more to
But
this story.
there isn't. My poor Bay has done nothing to these men. They attack him for no reason at all. Please, you have to help him. I beg you.
Yeah, I figured. I'll take care of the thugs
Thank you
for
so
you.
much, kind sir. You don't know what this means to me. If our firstborn is a boy, he shall have your name. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
Alright. Quests are always good Quests are always good to what is it, quests are always good to maximize on XP. The audio's a little weird.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
Of course, more.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get another beating so soon.
This time we brought some friends to even up the odds.
Oh, great. Really, man? That guy was just drinking tea.
Longsword. What demon?
Let's...
Toad demon boy.
Yeah, you guys aren't surprised that I'm, able to turn into a fucking toad demon.
What demon? Spirit thief.
And the style is a little overpowered just for the fact that you can do this, but it doesn't deal any damage, so.
Longsword.
But it is a staple, especially if you're a mage. Oh yeah.
What demon?
Q.
Ice shot.
Ah, damn it. But at least you dropped a G.
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade.
What are you gonna give me? Are you saying Lee knew he'd be
The
kidnapped?
full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prized pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the Spirit Monk temple fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold.
So you searched for the rest of the
I
amulet?
eventually learned the monk had fled to old Tiens Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and old Tiens would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of old Tiens Landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the spirit monk amulet too.
Makes sense. I should go to the ruins and try to find the
Yes,
amulet
Sun
piece.
Li intended you to find it. I was to tell you about it if anything happened to him. It was the last order he gave me, and I have waited years to fulfill my duty.
What if my flare had functioned properly? You would have waited for nothing.
I choose to believe that my service was valuable and vital. You would have come here eventually. The amulet would draw you at least.
How long have you been waiting
It
for
is
me?
coming on 15 years now. As I said, I learned the location of the amulet after the monk died in Old Tiens. It has been difficult serving and waiting in silence.
I have a lot ahead of me. I should
Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
Definitely will. Alright. Focus is recharged. Now all I need is a spirit font. Rue.
I may be drunk, but that doesn't mean I am a drunk, because I'm not. Well, just a little bit. But I'm brave, too. I'm going to go close the great dam and save the town.
Oh, God.
I'll be a hero. That'll show them. Well, that'll show them all. I just need another drink to get my courage up. Wine! Someone bring me more wine!
You've been saying that for 3 days, Rue. Minister Shang's already looking for other people to close the dam, and you'll look a fool after all your boasts.
I doubt that man could open a door, never mind a dam.
Oh, God. Sailor.
Captain Ing says we can't come to the tea house, but I don't listen to him anymore.
Chai-Jin.
Well,
hello there. Sorry, you just caught me in the middle of eating, huh? Who am I kidding? I'm always eating. What can I do for you? Who are you? I am Chai-Jin, master cook, and a master of enjoying the fruits of my labor. As my sizable girth would suggest, you've never had food like mine before, I'll wager. It's too bad that people outside my home of Shangdang County cannot seem to stomach the delicacies that I prepare. They truly don't know what they are missing. I was recently at the Imperial City, and not one person there could eat as much as 2 of my dishes. Such weak constitutions, all of them. Why don't people like your food? The food from my country can have some unusual effects on people. For example, this dish of roasted cow heart sautéed with bile of leopard has a particularly nasty effect on one's constitution. Other dishes like my monkey's brain stew can have a negative effect on the workings in the mind. Still, others can deplete one's spirit. It can be quite dangerous if you eat too much of one type of food, or if you are particularly weak in certain areas of your character. I'll try your food. You're a stout one, aren't you? But let's make this more interesting. Anyone can eat food, but could you eat 3 of my dishes, do you think? Give me 300 silver to cover my expenses. If you can eat all 3 dishes in a row and stay on your feet, I'll give you back your money, and you'll leave none the poorer, but well fed. I'm not interested right now. As you wish. Please return if you change your mind. Okay. I need to find a spirit font first. What the hell?
Leave Zhang alone.
Zhang, you can't stay up here forever. This isn't your home. You need to come back with me to the farm.
No. Zhang not want to go home. Zhang doesn't want to see Ox.
It wasn't your fault. It was an accident. I need you back at the farm. Now let's go, Zhang.
No. Leave Zhang alone. Or Zhang get angry and smash things.
No. Please don't, Jean. I'll just go over here and leave you alone.
Aww.
What? Oh, hello there. Don't let Jean bother you. He's really quite harmless. He's just a little upset right now.
What's the matter? What are you doing with an ogre?
Jean is no ordinary ogre. He is, despite his simple nature, very skilled. I am Dong Ping, Zhong's employer. Zhong works on my farm, but the other day he accidentally killed one of my oxen, and since then he has refused to come back.
Aww.
Some of the patrons here are unnerved by his size. I'm worried that if he doesn't leave with me soon, the owners may take matters into their own hands.
Yeah, I hope not.
If he gets hurt, or worse, I'll be ruined. I can't run the farm without him, but I don't know what else to do. He won't listen to me.
Don't worry, I'll speak with him.
Will? I must warn you, Zhong is, well, he's very strong-willed and very strong. I am grateful for your help, but please, be careful.
Don't worry, I will.
Zhong the ox carrier came by his name honestly. I would hate to see him hurt you, or anybody else for that matter. Speak softly to him, and you should be okay.
Okay. Let's talk to Zhong.
Go away. Zhong not want to speak to you.
Ma, you're a big one, aren't you?
Zhong kill ox. Zhong too strong, too rough with ox. Zhong not want to hurt ox. Zhong only playing. Now Zhong cries for
It's kind of
ox.
sad, actually. Tell me exactly what happened, Zhong.
Ox like to play with Zhong. Ox like it when Zhong throw her in the air and catch her. Zhong missed. Zhong dropped Ox on her head. Ox is dead. Ox was Zhong's friend. Zhong killed a friend and now Zhong is bad.
If you don't go back, your master will starve.
Master have other ox. Master won't starve. Master better off without Zhong.
Intuition. The other ox will be lonely if you don't go back.
Zhong is lonely. Ox must be lonely too. Maybe Ox will forgive Zhong and we be friends again. I will go and see. You have been nice to Zhong. Zhong like you. Zhong hope you have good day.
Thank you so much. I was at my wit's end. You've done me a great service today. Come, Zhong. Let's go home.
Zhong coming. Zhong go home now.
Thank you for getting rid of that thing. Business is bad enough without that ogre scaring away my customers. Here's a little something to thank you. It's not much, but it's about all I can afford these days.
Oh, thanks. I did it for the experience, but I'll take the money too. Alright. Now, what do I... Okay, I'll put 2 points in... Well, actually, no. I'll put 2 into my spirit and 1 into my body. Alright, Spirit Thief. All duration effects are associated with the salve receive a slight duration. Chi damage. And... Actually... I'm gonna undo that because I don't really need chi damage. And yeah, I'll just keep this other point. And now I can ready to try this guy's food. Hello again. Have you decided to try some of my dishes after all? Yes, I'd like to try some. Alright. Fair enough. Here's your 300 silver. Remember, though, these dishes tend to take a little out of you. I'll describe the dishes that affect constitution first, followed by those that affect mind, and then spirit. Of course, I'll eat along with you, so you know it's safe. First, we have roasted bear heart, monkey brain stew, or shark spleen soup. It's fresh shark, mind you. I'll test my body's constitution with the roasted bear heart first. You survived that well. You must be quite healthy indeed. Now, the next 3 dishes are a bit more potent. Be careful what you choose. You have pickled haunch of deer served with brown beetle paste, cold eagle eye soup, and jellied eel stuffed with fermented seaweed. Take your pick. I'm sure I can keep my mind focused. Let me try some of that eagle eye soup. Your presence of mind is astounding. And so we move on to the last dishes. These are some of the most notorious recipes in Shangdang County. Choose carefully. You have boiled ox testicles smothered in a succulent cream sauce, curdled porcupine bladder and clabbered rat's milk, and raw alligator eggs served in warmed goat skull. I'd like an alligator egg, please. My spirit will be fine, I'm sure. Fantastic! 3 dishes and you're still standing. You are the first person outside of Shangdang County to ever consume that much of my cooking. I couldn't possibly keep your silver after such an excellent display of digestive fortitude. I will gladly give back your 300 silver. Or we can make this interesting. If you are really daring, I have one last dish that I haven't even had the nerve to try myself. I'm sure it's safe, but I think, well, there's no telling how it might affect us. Tell me more, I might be interested. This new dish has no name yet, or at least none that I can pronounce. I learned it from a loud, annoying foreign man I met in the Imperial City. The ingredients are very rare, and it costs me quite a bit to procure them, especially while I'm stuck in this quaint village. I'll need another 300 silver from you. Of course, if you survive this final dish, I will gladly reimburse all of your silver. I may even have a few treasures that I could part with. Here's another 300 silver. Let me try it. Excellent. Now, if you can try to describe the taste to me and what it does to you, and remember, this is for posterity, so please be honest. You survived. What I wouldn't give to have you around my kitchen back home. Simply astounding. Well, how did it taste? What did it do to you? It depleted every aspect of my being. That's dangerous stuff. Every aspect. Now, that is dangerous indeed, but highly intriguing. There are a few dishes short of poison that have that capability. Please take your silver and take this. It's a small trinket that belonged to my family. I have no use for it, and you've certainly earned it. If you'll excuse me, I must go in search of new ingredients, for it seems you have eaten everything I have. Good fortune to you. The bronze tongue. Nice. Alright, let's see what gem the guy gave me. The bronze tongue. Oh, nice. Let me get rid of that one and put the bronze tongue. Let's take a look at my stats. There we go. Anybody with half a brain knows that in every RPG you always want to level up your, yeah, what's the word for it? Charm. Ooh, a jar. Ooh, what do we got here? Old Mother Quan.
Hello, young one. My name is Quan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Quan. I'd like you to call me that too, okay? Sure. Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong's tea house.
You used to own this tea house?
Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Turns out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine.
You didn't know he owned the land when he built this place?
No one knew. This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone?
This sounds a little fishy.
But Master Dutong came along with his writ.
Did you check the writ to make sure it was real.
Now, why would I do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Dutong.
You did. I'm going to speak to Dutong about this.
That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ. All this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
Alright, let's go talk to Master Dutong.
I swear, if one more person complains about how long it takes to get their order, I'm going to quit.
Alright, now where's Master Dutong? Kindly, you shall.
Can't you just leave an old man in peace?
Who are you?
I'm nobody important. Nobody at all. And I have nothing to say to.
I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't count for much. Sorry can't erase our mistakes. Sorry can't change the past.
What are you talking about?
It's not important. Not anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember. I have to come back here for a mission at some point that involves him. Now, where is Master Dutong?
Do you mind? I'm in no mood for company, given my present state of despondency.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I am at the stage of my life in which I long for companionship. A wife with intellect and refinement comparable, but just slightly inferior to my own. Unfortunately, this town presents scant opportunity for a suitable match. Seamstresses, barmaids, peasants. I may as well marry the harlots selling themselves in the street.
Yeah, classic guy, aren't you? Maybe your standards are too high.
Or perhaps everyone else's standards are far too low. I shall not allow myself to be saddled with a marriage of convenience. Not when I deserve so much more.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you sound like people nowadays. You're a pompous
Your
ass.
jibes, canary, prick the armor of my pride. They are blunted barbs forged by the sputtering flames of your lesser intellect. Farewell. Perhaps we shall speak again, if you ever tire of the braying and neighing of these barnyard animals.
Yeah, lovely.
Why have you returned? I suspect...
I want to ask you some questions.
I understand your desire to seek elucidation from one whose vocabulary is elevated above the grunts and squawks of the general rabble inhabiting this town.
I swear to God, I want to punch this guy in the face.
However, I'm in no mood to converse with you, not while my heart bears the weight of my great burden.
What burden is that?
I am at the stage of my...
Oh, okay, he's just going to tell me his problems.
Farewell.
God. Patron. Where's the guy who owns the place? Oh, 3 sheets to
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly if I don't fire her first, the useless wench. I should have replaced her the day I took over this tea house.
You own this tea
I
house?
am 3 Sheets Dutong, proud owner of this quaint little tea house. I recently acquired it from old Mother Kwan, the elderly lady steeping tea over there in the corner.
Lovely. Can I see the writ granting you ownership of this place?
Oh, certainly. The Imperial writ is 400 years old, and I just carry it around with me all the time and show it to complete strangers. Please. The writ is locked safely away, as I told Mother Kwan. I'm not about to bring it out on your request. Now, if you will just leave me to my drinking.
I think you conned old Mother Kwan.
What a truly horrible thing to say to me, especially when I'm sober. The very notion that I, 3 Sheets Dutong, could do such a thing is, well, it is unthinkable.
You want me to teach this troublemaker a lesson, boss?
Don't
You sure
be
you
an
can
idiot.
take me?
You saw what happened in the fight with those sailors. I don't need you lying unconscious on the floor. That's
Smart
my
man.
job. after Steeper Yanru brings me my wine. Your accusations grow tiresome, stranger. You have no proof that I cheated old Mother Quan, and I don't see any reason to continue our conversation. So thank you, and goodbye.
Now, where does he...
Dutong says he hired me because I'm big as an ox and just as smart.
It's not a point of pride, man.
This tea house has gone downhill ever since Three Sheets Dutong took over.
Steeper Yanru.
Hello, greetings, welcome. My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be... No, that's not right at all. Idiot. I'm Barkeep Yanru now, not Steeper Yanru. I'm sorry about that. I still can't get the hang of this new position. Sometimes I wish old Mother Quan still owned the tea house so things could go back to the way they were.
I want to talk about Dutong and his Imperial Writ.
That Imperial Writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Quan lost her tea house. Waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice.
Did anyone ever see the actual
Mother
writ?
Quan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Most of us didn't bother to give it a look since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway.
Yeah, makes sense. I think the writ was a forgery.
What? You mean it wasn't real? That means Mother
Excuse
Quan
me.
should still own the tea house. Problem is, Dutong's already shown everyone the writ, and now he's got it locked away. If you're right, he'd never bring it out again. There's no way to prove he cheated Mother Quan.
There's gotta be a way. Maybe I can make Dutong confess.
That might work. It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Dutong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed.
Get him drunk and I'll get a confession
It
out
won't
of
be
him.
quite that easy. I've watched Dutong for quite a while, and when he's drinking, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Dutong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression and sorrow. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is. Not a pretty sight.
Jesus.
By the 9th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around that time, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up.
You can make him sober
The
again?
restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job. Works instantly and makes a man sober as an imperial judge. Dutong's guard keeps a vial handy at all times, just in case.
Makes sense.
The guard gave me a few vials so I could slip them into Dutong's wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out of hand.
Let's send Dutong some drinks.
No problem. We have 2 sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and Imperial seasoned spirits. The peasant's wine is pretty weak, but that's usually what Dutong drinks. The Imperial seasoned spirits are a lot stronger. 1 bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of peasant's wine. And if Dutong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up.
Give Master Dutong the Imperial season.
1 drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else? 1 drink for Master...
And then...
1 drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be back in a bit.
Go speak to Dutong. If he's not drunk enough, or if he's too drunk, we'll get him to admit he's
Yeah.
a cheat and a sneak. Then old Mother Quan will be back in charge, and I won't ever have to give out another bit of bad advice.
Alright. Where is he? 3 sheets.
What do you want? You come to mock me? Come to laugh at the tragedy that is the life of 3 Sheets Dutong?
Let's talk about the writ you showed Mother Quan.
No, not the writ. Let's not talk about that. It's my secret shame. Just the thought of that writ brings tears to my eyes. It tears at my poor, miserable soul.
Tell me about the writ. You can trust me.
You're a good friend. I can trust you. You'll understand. Oh, I'm a despicable person. A bad. The writ, it's a fake. A forgery. I made it all up.
Boss, what are you saying? I better sober you up.
God, oh, God! Oh, I hate that restorative potion. Oh! That stuff tastes like vomit baked in a glaze of goat hair and garnished with a sprinkling of horse dung.
Man, I could use some stuff like that just to sober me
I
up.
have the strangest memory. As if I... Oh, no. Did I say anything to you, stranger? Anything about, I don't know, an imperial writ?
Yes, you told me it was a fake.
What? No, I never said any such thing.
I heard what you said, Dutong. I knew you cheated Mother Quan out of this place, and now we have proof. You can't get out of this now.
I see what you're after. Oh yes, 3 Sheets Dutong was not born yesterday, nor the day before that. Indeed, we are speaking the language of commerce. I will give you a great deal of silver to keep this little secret from getting out. Lots of silver for both of you, if you keep quiet about this.
I don't know, Dutong. I could really use the silver, but Mother Quan is such a nice old lady, I'm just not sure what to do.
Let me make the decision. You disgust me, Utah. We won't sell Mother Quan out like this.
Right, of course. What was I thinking? Old Mother Quan's a good woman. She deserves to have her tea house back.
Boss, people aren't gonna like us when they find out what you did. Maybe we should get out of here.
That's the smartest thing you've said since I hired you. Let's go.
Well done. It'll be nice to have old Mother back in charge again. You should tell Mother Quan she got her tea house back. Now things can go back to the way they were.
I knew you would make the right choice. We share the same master, and he taught us both well.
Yeah, she's a nice old lady, and maybe she'll give me a discount.
Hello again, dearie. I hope you're having a nice time here in in Master Dutong's tea house.
Dutong's writ was a forgery.
A forgery? Are you certain?
Dutong confessed the tea house is yours again.
That scoundrel! No wonder he left here so fast. Cheating an old woman out of her hard-earned living. The very nerve. People, listen to me. Master Dutong has left. For good. And thanks to this brave young man here, the tea house is mine again.
Hooray for Mother Quan! Her tea house is back in business.
You've given me back the only thing I ever cared about. And you've done a service for this town, too. I'm going to turn this place back into a respectable quality tea house.
It was nothing. I was glad to help.
I don't have much. The only reward I can offer is my humble thanks. That and a promise that you will always be welcome here at Old Mother Quan's.
Nice. Wave the open palm. Look, legend. Ah, damn it. Hang on. Yeah, sometimes the camera does this and it always drives me crazy. And... yeah. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's hope it fixed itself. Yeah, the Tiens Landing is plagued by problems that would cripple a larger city. There we go. Alright. Hang on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Just gotta go to the bathroom. Alright, everybody. I'm back. Okay, time to go down into Tiens Landing proper. Let's see what else we got. Listen.
Welcome, stranger! Welcome to beautiful Tiens Landing! Isn't it a glorious day? Oh, I know. People complain and grumble, but honestly, I think they're overreacting.
You're way too happy.
Things can't be that bad, right? After all, you're here. If the town was truly doomed, would we still be getting visitors? Ha, I think not. In fact, I think your presence here is a sure sign that things are looking
everybody.
up. Soon, all our problems will be solved. It's just like I kept saying.
Glad to see you're keeping your spirits up.
Things will get better, they always do. It's like my father used to say, the greater the problem, the greater the solution. I'm sure it'll all work out.
$5 says he's a salesman. I think you're in denial.
Denial? Preposterous! Sure, half the people have moved away, and those who stayed have mostly given up hope, and the entire town is running out of food and silver. But does my optimism mean I'm in denial? Of course not! I mean, none of the buildings are on fire, right? See? Something good. Just like that, right off the top of my head. I admit that some see our Imperial Minister Shang as, well, not entirely competent or capable of dealing with our problems. But somehow things will work out. They always do. Enjoy your stay in wonderful Tiens Landing, where things are never as bad as they seem.
I gotta say that, it's always nice to
it ain't easy
be
being
optimistic.
a dock worker. We don't get paid much, but we sure earn it.
Fisherman.
One thing that is good about being a fisherman, you never see a ghost out in the middle of the river.
I really hope you're right. Boathouse.
This here's a private club. Members only.
How do I become a member?
You can't.
Open this door, I'll break it down.
No chance. It's braced from the other side. You can't.
Ah, damn it. How do I become?
You can't.
Oh, lovely.
You have an.
If one more of these villagers sneers at me, I'm going to start punching.
Your move, old goat.
You play too conservatively, Vo. You must be bold when playing a game of Yi. Did I teach you nothing?
You taught me much, Jian, but the most valuable lessons were learning where you were wrong. 17th square of the lion, if you please.
A wise move, but you know you cannot win. You stall this game the way you hesitate to learn of harmonic combinations. You must be bold, Vo.
You are being rude, Jian. We have a guest. Let us place the game on hold a moment.
I was doing my best to ignore you too. Very well. What do you want from Jian the Iron Fist or Mistress Vo? If you are here for training, I refuse. What kind of training can you two offer? None. Too many people seek our guidance.
Do not be so hasty, Jian. You did not turn me aside all those years ago.
And look where that got us. Your foolish devotion to the way of the open palm drove you from my tutelage and made you weak. No more. End of subject. What exactly are you doing? We are having our game of Yi interrupted. Playing without the board or pieces is hard enough without some stranger interrupting.
Surely you know of Yi, the capturing game? Played on a board of 19 rows and columns, the black and white pieces capture territory for their player.
We have simply decided to do away with the board. If one is properly focused, it is not so hard to keep the game in one's mind. I'll leave you two to your
Jian the Iron Fist isn't honestly going to let this one walk away, is he? If you don't say anything, then I will, you old goat.
As much as it pains me, Vo is right. I see potential in you. Greater strength than the dozens of worms who compete for my favor.
I too see strength, but also the capacity for understanding the world and your place in it. You could prove an interesting pupil.
Does this mean you will train me? I'll make you an offer. Show me that you understand every nuance of the way of the closed fist, and I will teach you how to bend the storms to your will through tempest.
He would like nothing more than to have you as a student. But show me that you walk the way of the open palm, and I will teach you the mysteries of Stone Immortal.
We will be here for some time if you wish either of our tutelage, but do not ask us to guide you on your path. Learning the ways on your own is the most important lesson.
Always a pleasure to talk to another.
I seek your training, Mr.
You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily taught. Return to me when you feel...
Okay. I'll leave
when you feel that you sufficiently...
Yeah, it's basically a morality test. The way of the open palm is basically good. Way of the closed fist is, I wouldn't say evil, but you're out for yourself. It's always, I always like these little, I wouldn't say nuances, but these little touches in games like this. Sealed gate. Okay. BioWare was always pretty good at doing it. So was Fable, but I would say that both those games they always go, because I would say Mass Effect was decent at it, but there's no in a lot of BioWare games there's no neutral ground.
Hey, Baker Bay, how are you today?
Ah, Baker Bay.
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal.
Oh, great.
It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gutter.
Of course.
Hold on a sec. We've got company. You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys are working. White demon!
Spirit demon. Toad demon. Ha ha ha.
White demon. White demon.
There we go.
Focus.
There we go.
Can you believe that these thugs would just attack me in broad daylight like that? They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger.
Actually, Lon sent me to help you.
You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down.
She's just worried about
Yes,
you.
yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I've taken some serious beatings lately. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this.
Involved in what?
Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her.
So why don't you go talk to her?
She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk
Fair enough.
I'm afraid that I'll never come out.
I mean, the lady's sending thugs to
beatings
attack
on the street or out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway.
Have you told this to Lan?
No. Lan's very emotional. I didn't want her to get upset. At first, I didn't tell her anything at all. But I couldn't hide my bruises forever. So I told her about the beatings. But even then, I didn't mention Eiling. It's bad enough what's happening to me. I was afraid if Lan became more involved, Eiling might hurt her too.
Makes sense. I got the feeling you're not telling me
I'm
something.
being completely honest. I swear. I know how this looks. You must think I've done something to deserve this, but I have no idea why Eiling is after me.
Maybe I could talk to Eiling for you.
Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.
Okay, well now I gotta figure out a way to get into the boathouse.
These docks remind me of the fishermen in Two Rivers. A shame we will never see them again.
Oh, who's this?
Hello there, stranger. I haven't spotted you around Tiens Landing before. You've come at a bad time, what with the dam being open and all. Regardless, it's good to meet you. I'm Darting Lynx, the acrobat.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, I'm not putting any shows on in Tiens Landing, if that's why you're here.
What kind of shows would you normally put on?
You know, feats of balance and precision, delicate routines to shock and amaze. Whatever brings some silver, really.
Makes sense.
I travel around the countryside putting on acts and sometimes teaching people a few tricks. Hey, now that I think of it, you're a warrior, right?
Ooh, can I learn a new style?
I may not be putting on any shows here, but I could teach you a few techniques to improve your balance and speed if you're interested.
Oh, nice. Show me what you got to teach
I'd be happy to. I'll be leaving Tiens
Stream
Landing
Deck.
someday soon, and silver... Oh.
Ah. Streamception. It's always a pain when that happens.
Let's see what I can teach you.
Alright, what do you got? Balance of nature. Ooh. Hawks. But that reduces my health. Reduces my chi. Yeah, balance of nature would really be nice. Yeah, I'll save some up for balance. Hey, can I sell anything? Oh yeah, I can sell stuff. I'll sell this one, sell that one. There we go. I almost have enough. Yeah, I just need a little bit more. Time for a little side questing.
Stop right there. I gave you 2 extra duty. Get back to that galley and start cleaning.
We don't have to listen to you, Ing. You're a captain without a ship. She's nothing but a landlocked house now.
I will discover a way to free this ship. Until then, you'd better follow orders.
I've had enough of you and your orders.
Now get back in that ship. I'm your captain. Understand?
Well, you're still the captain. For now. But if you don't get us out of this town soon, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. Then we'll see what's what.
Well, that's a problem. Let's talk to the captain.
If you've come to complain about my men, I don't want to hear it. When Minister Sheng gets the Great Dam closed, we'll be happy to leave. Until then, we're stuck here.
Your men don't respect you very much, do
They're
they?
good men, but we're all a bit mad right now. The Great Dam is open and the lake that feeds into the river is gone. My ship is stranded here like a lame water buffalo. We're sailors. We don't belong on land. If we could just get our ship back on the water, everything would be fine. But that won't happen until someone finds a way to close the dam.
Hey, Skris Gaming, thanks for the 2 bits. I really appreciate it. If the river is too low and fast, why don't you go close the dam?
If I leave the ship, my men will have Tien's Landing in flames. The locals think the dam is haunted, and Minister Sheng can't find anyone brave enough to risk closing it.
I'll close the
dam. The moment I saw you, I knew you were the fearless sort. I hoped you would offer to help. It shames me to need the help of a stranger. I'm not a rich man, but my reputation, my ship, and my men are worth everything I can give. Close the dam and free us, and I'll give you all the silver I have.
I hope you're enjoying the show. How do I get to the dam?
You won't get too far if you don't speak to Minister Sheng first. The dam is located in the ruins, but a pair of massive gates blocks the way. Only Sheng has the key.
Okay, I figured. Where do I find him?
He's in the town square. You'll see him standing in front of a cart. Just don't ask him about the burned-out building nearby.
Well,
I sense an embarrassing story. It is good to know that we should avoid the subject.
As bad as it sounds, I kind of want to know.
It really isn't important. Just get that key from him and close the Great Dam.
Good.
Good luck. I'm not used to needing help from others. It was hard for me to say this, but thank you.
Oh. Alright, that's... I just need a little bit more silver and I'll be able to get a, I'll be able to get that one,
Finally,
Someone stronger than
Power
these
up, I should
cowed
call it.
peasants. This town disgusts me. I am Scholar Six Heavens, and I need someone who... What I do not need, however, is someone who walks the way of the open palm.
Someone must protect the weakness. What's so wrong about that?
They must protect themselves. You see? Your every action and each word tells me that you are not. If I can see by your actions that you understand the way of the closed fist, I promise to make it worth your while. Otherwise, I will not waste any more time with you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna walk the way of the closed fist. I'm already too invested in the open palm anyway, so... yeah. I need to talk to Mr. Shen. Time to Naruto run. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. Gotta open this. Oh, sweet, 9 silver. Alright. Alright, let's see what we got. Trapped, an ancient game, the beaten baker, Hugh the Brave, search the ruins, find a new flyer. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Alright, now where is... Here we go. Seamstress Inn, Old Masters. Ah, gotta take the path up. Alright, moving out. And Naruto running to get to my destination. But first, I'm gonna see if there's a way to get into this boathouse. Because I gotta kick some ass.
This here's a...
I need to speak to Eiling about Bay.
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
I have a feeling I'm walking into getting my ass kicked, so I'm gonna do that. And to the boathouse.
Be careful in here. I don't relish the idea of fighting my way out of this place.
Neither do I.
So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you? You'd think after all the beatings I gave them over the years they'd be used to losing. But they're still taking it pretty hard. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them.
Why are you picking on Bay?
Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me.
He promised to
I know
marry
what you're thinking. Why would Bay want to marry someone like me? I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too.
Love
Bay
me a strong
promised
woman.
to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to.
Let me bring Bay here. Maybe we can work something
Yeah,
out.
okay. If he has the guts to come here and face me, I'll talk to him. But I'm not going to let him weasel out of his promise.
I'll go get Bay right now.
Lan, what are you doing here?
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lon's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
Uh-oh.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about?
Eiling claims Bay promised to marry
What?
her.
Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer, and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shan had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, I think you're pretty, Eiling.
And she's still holding on to
when we're
that.
grown up, I'll marry you.
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. We were only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that.
Seems like you're being unreasonable, Eiling.
Kids say all kinds of things, Eileen. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. But that same day you gave me the frog back, You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, babe. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to marry me, and you're going to keep that promise.
Wait, Eileen, you said you'd never make Bay
Well,
unhappy.
yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed.
You changed too.
Yes, but... Well... You're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks.
Glad to be of service.
You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to honor your memory.
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, Bay. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
It's okay, Eileen. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
I hope things work out for Bay and Lon. After everything I put them through, they deserve it. I don't know what came over me. It's just... Bay was my last chance to have a family. My only chance to find a husband. When I heard he was engaged, I realized I'd never get out of this life I've created.
It happens. You could still find a husband.
What respectable man would ever want to marry a girl like me? Even the lummoxes in my gang would only do it because they're afraid of me. This town is short on eligible bachelors as it is. I mean, there are a few guys out there I know of, but none of them...
I know what I'm gonna have to do.
I have a reputation around town, and having my boys beat up Bay didn't help any. Any half-decent man would probably run if they saw me coming.
Maybe I can help you find a husband.
You really think you can pull this off? Tell you what, you find me a decent husband, and I'll make it worth your while. My, business ventures have been very profitable. But don't think I'm desperate enough to settle for just anyone. I've got my standards. And I'd have to meet him first, of course.
Tell me about the
Let's
town's
see.
bachelors.
There's Rue the bosun, but he's nothing but a drunk. My boys have had more than a few run-ins with him over the years. He's definitely out. Schumann the craftsman is single. I don't know him that well, but he seems like a good man. He has a home in the southwest corner of the town. And then there's Yaru. He used to be a sailor traveling the Empire, but now he's looking to settle down. He might be a good catch. Spends most of his time in the tea house.
Anyone else?
Not living in town, and Tiens Landing doesn't get a lot of visitors. But if you find someone looking for a wife, bring him by so I can check him out.
You seem to have gotten over Bay
The
quickly.
only reason I was interested in Bay was because I figured he was my only chance of ever finding a husband. And I knew he was a decent guy.
Makes sense.
It's not like he was the love of my life or anything. He just seemed like a logical choice. There's not a lot of options in this town.
I'll be back once I find you a husband.
Yeah, right. The pickings in Tiens Landing are mighty slim for a girl like me. But if you find someone, just bring him back so I can meet him. And, well, good luck.
I know the perfect person for you. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. How much silver do I have? Matchmaker. Ooh, I have enough. But I'll wait, because I'm in the middle of a quest at the moment. I might as well go up this way. Maybe this is another way to the tea house. I can't get in between them. That's kind of annoying. Ah, this must be the, oh god, Minister Shang. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. It's the tea house. Awesome. And... Wasn't there one guy around here? I could have sworn there was one guy who was looking for a woman of... Ah, there he is.
Why have you...
I know a woman who might be interested in you.
I confess that I am eager to find a woman of genuine intellect and class. However, I have long given up hope of finding such a bride in this all-too-provincial town.
I was looking for a husband.
Eileen? Surely you jest. The infamy of that woman's gang leads me to believe she is barely above a beast. Though I hear she is fair to gaze upon.
I bet you could transform her into a true lady.
I admit I am quite capable of bringing culture even to one such as her. And she is a stunning physical specimen. Perhaps you are right. It could be a worthy challenge to try and effect the grand metamorphosis on this ugly caterpillar. The reward may well
I wouldn't
be
call her
a gorgeous
ugly,
butterfly. Very well. I consent to a meeting with Eileen herself. Take me to her, that we may move events to their ultimate conclusion.
Oh, sweet. It automatically teleports me there.
Greetings, fair maiden. I see accounts of your physical beauty are quite accurate. I only hope the less flattering traits attributed to you are less so.
Oh, yeah. That's
You
fine
sure
with a
like to
woman's
use
heart.
big words, don't you? You trying to make me feel stupid or something?
It just shows how smart he is.
Precisely. My copious vocabulary and cunning linguistics are ample evidence of my superior intellect.
Or maybe you use big words to compensate for a little something lacking below the belt.
Are you under the erroneous belief that impugning my manhood will somehow entice me into a proposal?
Eileen's fiery, that's part of her charm.
Yes, she has a lot to learn, but culture, class, and training will bring even this ornery dog to the heel.
Ah, yeah.
Bring me to a heel? How about I bury the heel of my boot into that soft skull of your swollen head, you arrogant pig?
You wouldn't. I don't. I mean...
Not surprised.
That didn't go well, did it? Look, if you want to collect that silver I promised you, you're going to have to come up with someone better than that.
Yeah, I figured.
So,
Tell me about
let's see.
the budget.
There.
Yeah.
Schumann the craftsman is single. I don't know him that well. And then there's Yaru.
Hey, Zach.
Can't see. But if you happen...
Okay, zoom in the craftsman. Alright, let's go find him. Thank you for subscribing. Always nice to take your free subscription. Not to mention I did get paid recently thanks to you, so I appreciate it. Alright, Mr. Shang and Merchant Shang, okay. Now, let's go. Oh, I'm half black, thank you. Stop thief, come back here with my sword.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Shane to suffer such insolence.
Only you
Is that you're just going to let the thief walk free?
And
Pretty
still
much.
Poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
Alright. Yeah, I can wait for the countdown. Let me be an honest merchant used to make a good living in this town. Those drunken sailors have stolen most of my goods. I have nothing to sell you. What have they taken? Most of what is missing is perishable items, grain, baked goods, fruit. There's little chance of getting them back, but they're hardly worth the effort. The only thing I'm really upset about is the clay figurine. Yesterday, Tong, one of the sailors, took it. There was nothing I could do to stop him. The figurine isn't worth much, but it belonged to my mother. I wish there was some way to get it back. Is there something I can do to help? Normally I would look to the local officials to help, but as you've already seen, Mr. Sheng can do little about these sailors. Nobody in town can help. We're just simple villagers. Tong knows he can do whatever he wants to me and get away with it. Tong will pay for what he's done. Please, I'm not looking for vengeance. I just want my mother's figurine back. If you can convince Tong to return my mother's figurine, I'll give you a discount on all my merchandise when it arrives, I promise. Where can I find him? Tong and his friends are usually off getting drunk near the storehouses past Beggar's Pier in the southeast end of town. Be careful, I've heard they're good with their fists. Of course, honorable one wish to know. Oh my God. Before I talk to Minister Sheng, I'm gonna... Tong, Scholar of the Six Heavens. Alright.
Ni kun uno sa ison kudnoka ogyoria.
Sentimental value. Crap, I really hope I didn't say sentimental value instead of sentimental. Ah, damn it. I gotta go around. Pain in the arse. Oh, that means I can also... That also means I can buy that, that power-up from her. Or attribute,
Let's see.
Attribute from her. Balance of Nature. Focus plus 15, Chi plus 3. There we go. Nice.
If Captain Ing can't get the ship out soon, there'll be a mutiny.
What do you want? Can't you see we're busy drinking here? Gotta wash away our sorrows.
Cheers. Sorrows? What do you mean?
It's no fun being trapped in this town. We don't know nobody, we ain't seen our families in months, and now we're stuck here. That'd drive anyone to drink.
You stole a figurine from Merchant Chang.
Figurine? You mean that clay statue? Pretty little thing. I just borrowed it for a while. I didn't steal it.
Why'd you take it?
My ma used to have figurines like that. I ain't seen her in a long time. I really miss her. I just borrowed the figurine to remind me of her.
Your mother wouldn't like you taking someone else's things.
Oh, jeez, now you got me feeling all guilty about my ma. Here, take the figurine. Yeah. I didn't mean to cause no trouble. I just missed my ma is all.
It's okay. Don't
I
cry.
ain't crying. I just got something in my eye. I gotta go back to the boat now. Come on, boys, let's go.
It's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie, but I understand. Guy just misses his mom. Now to Naruto run all the way back and to the guy and then try to get him to marry that one gang leader chick, and then on top of that, talk to Mr. Shang so I could see about closing the dam. All in a day's work. Greetings once again, as I said before, I have no words to say. I have your figure. I don't believe in thank you, anyone. You have no idea what this means to me. I have no silver to offer you, but I'll give you a discount on all the goods I sell, as soon as the dam is closed and I can replenish my stock.
Both problems that I've been playing in the area play, we can have this job well, I would never say. Where's the great dam? It's located beyond the haunted ruins of the old town. It would be inadvisable to go there. Rumors say that the ghosts of those who died when the dam was closed have risen and seek vengeance. It's hearsay, of course, but still, I would never go there. Alright, let's talk to Mr. Shang.
It is not easy to be Minister Shang. Beset with trouble.
Why do you keep referring to yourself in the third person?
By some difficult stranger.
Oh, truly, can you not see that I'm busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Mr. Shank simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own. What kind of problems do you
This
have?
backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying. Under my supervision.
Yes, I can see that. Is there anything that can be done?
But not by me. I cannot act against that horrible assassin Lim who opened the Great Dam. I'm not supposed to even say his name, but I am desperate for a solution. Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his men went up there and opened the Great Dam.
Why did they do that?
Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins. I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts. A much less terrifying idea.
Ironically. Is there anything I can do?
Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the Great Dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key.
Give me the key.
I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. The various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me.
Interesting. I'll think about
it. What? I don't know what you're talking about. So, stranger, is there anything else Minister Sheng can do for you? Perhaps I could direct you to the historic ruins of our old town, which lie across the footbridge and out the west gate. Certainly a sight worth taking in. Strictly for interest's sake.
Would you happen to not know anything about the flyers while we're
Minister
at it?
Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating.
Yeah, I doubt that too.
I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you.
Oh, ever the optimist. What can you tell me about these
The
pirates?
pirates are just one more affliction that plagues this troubled town, and yet another headache for poor Minister Sheng.
Can you stop referring to yourself in the
raid
third
the
person? It
surrounding
is kind of
countryside,
annoying.
swooping down with their flyers to capture slaves. Do you know how bad it looks when someone under my jurisdiction is captured by slavers?
Classic
Fortunately,
politician,
they haven't
only worried about
tapped
his
town
career.
itself yet. Gao, the man I hear is running them, knows that would draw too much attention.
But there are pirates wandering all over this
The
town.
drunks clogging up the streets aren't pirates. They're only traveling merchants, sailors who were trapped here when the dam was opened. Minister Sheng finds them to be an annoyance, but not a concern worth worrying about. If the dam is closed, they will simply disappear. Not like Gao and his pirates.
Hasn't anyone tried to stop
Are you
them?
accusing Minister Sheng of neglecting this problem? It's not that easy. One can't simply point and say, the pirates are over there. Well, actually, one can.
Well, actually, one
but
can.
the only approach is by river, and no sane bargeman would be willing to risk such a journey. Sane people don't go looking for the pirates. They avoid them.
Fair enough.
I suppose Rue the bosun is mad at them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Goodbye.
yes, go and leave Minister Sheng alone.
Finally, you gave me the ruins key. Now I don't have to deal with you anymore.
Are there no warriors among you? Finally, someone approaches me. I was worried that this town's courage had drained away with the water. You look like a man who is trained for combat. Would you like to put those skills to the test?
Hell yeah, I would. You want to test me in combat?
Not personally, no. On behalf of Lord Yun, I'm here to find a skilled warrior who can deal with a unique problem. The Great Southern Forest, which lies north of this village, suffers from a terrible disease. Every tree within its borders sickens, and the place is infested with ghosts of all manners.
Does anyone know what causes
If
the
we
sickness?
did, would I be here? Lord Yun, my master, seeks a way to open the forest again and make it safe for travel. He is prepared to reward whoever aids him.
Oh, nice.
Our men are no match for the ghosts in the forest. Perhaps you are.
Okay.
Go safely, and remember what I...
Okay, he needs my help with the forest. Okay. I'll save the forest for another time, just for the fact that I want to get some stuff out of the way. Greetings, stranger. I noticed you speaking with Minister Sheng. I wonder if I could have but a moment of your time. Who are you? I am Mercenary Jade, wine cellar. I serve the community by entertaining those sailors trapped in our town. I need the help of someone with a steely eye and a steady hand. What sort of help do you need? There's an excellent time to be a wine merchant. The sailors trapped in our town were on the river for quite a long time, and they hadn't saved up massive amounts of silver. They've made me a rich man, but they still have much silver to spend, and I have a large enough supply of wine to last many moons before my stocks run dry. I saw you speaking with Minister Sheng, Brother One. I suspect he asked you to go out to the Great Dam and close it, am I right? None of your business. Pretend for a moment that he asked you to close the Great Dam. He probably talked about saving the town, but I bet he offered you nothing for your services. I offer more. If the Great Dam closes, the water level rises, and those sailors will float away with all their silver. It would be ridiculous and waste of a golden business opportunity. I want you to destroy the controls of the Great Dam, leaving it forever open. Then there will be no danger of some adventurer coming by and closing it. Yeah, I'm not going to doom this entire town. Don't be so dramatic. I know that some think that the river situation is fatal, but they are overreacting. They cannot adapt to the new realities. True, if the Great Dam remains open, the town will consolidate a bit. That might be a good thing. Either way, the smart ones who plan for their future will be fine. If you perform the service for me, I will pay you 20% of my profits today. Rest assured, it is a very substantial sum. What if I expose your plan? You have no proof I asked you to do this. It's just my word against yours. Who will they believe? A stranger new to town or a respected merchant? I want no part of this. No need to rush to a decision. Just keep it in mind. If you destroy the controls, bring me some proof, and I will happily honor my word. 20% of my profit today, remember that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I walk the way of the open palm. Yeah, I'm a good guy.
Old goat.
Yeah, I'm a good guy. Get used to it. Okay, can I open this? Oh, I guess not. Let's take a look at the map. Campsite, Old Masters, Merchant Jang, Scholar Six Heavens, Dang. That's to the forest, that's to the tea house, that's to the boathouse. Matchmaker. Okay. Too damn side. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Oh yeah, on the west side of town. I forgot. Okay. Now to Naruto, my way all the way back. I'm honestly debating on whether or not I want to go and what is it? I'm debating on whether or not I want to go to the forest or not, but I'm already running. Hey, maybe I should replace my party member while I'm at
Well,
it.
this has already become an educational trip. From what you discussed with Hui, it would seem we are indeed tied to important events.
I have concerns as well. We convinced me that your master is the glorious strategist. Tell me, Dawnstar, what are your earliest memories with him?
You would be better served by asking his favorite student. He was at the school 3 years before I was.
She is correct about that.
We'll focus on you quite a bit by the time we are done, given the spirit monk connection. But I asked Dawnstar what she remembers.
The only thing I know about my life before coming to the school is that I was not wanted, probably because of the bad omens I was born under.
Bad omens? What makes you think that? You said you don't know anything.
I know because of my name. It's one of the few details Master Li was told. I was named for a red glow opposite the morning sun, like a distant fire.
Like the burning dirge like Hui mentioned.
Yes, I guess so. I wasn't there, of course. No one but you survived. I guess someone saw it, but I don't know where Dirge is or how far the fire was visible. It fits the time, but that just confirms my thoughts about being born under a bad omen. What could be worse than this attack on Dirge and the water dragon?
Yeah.
If that is the most troubling thing you learn about your birth, consider yourself lucky.
True that. Okay, now I can talk to Dawnstar.
Is there anything you...
I'm interested in how you are. Is there anything bothering
No,
you?
I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Strange enemies, troubling... I will... Be...
Goodbye for now.
Yes?
I want to know what you and whoever were talking
Nothing
about.
to concern yourself over. Very old business. I traveled this way when I was fleeing the Lotus Assassins.
You were fleeing, so leaving the Lotus Assassins was not a choice.
Oh, choosing to leave is easy enough. Surviving the choice is not. Is that a surprise given their nature? Wei's comments about Master Li are more outlandish.
She confirmed that he's the Emperor's brother.
I know Hui to be a truthful and honorable person, much more so than I consider myself to be. I do not question her belief, but belief alone is not enough. What if it is true? Much will have to change to accommodate this truth. It means the Emperor lied about Li's death, and he may have assaulted the heavens. The Emperor subject to the common vice of deception. Unthinkable.
The Death's Hand has far more influence
Perhaps,
than it should.
but that too implies a weakness that the Emperor cannot have. I warn you, this will lead in a dangerous direction for you and Dawnstar. I cannot condone it, but I have agreed to help, and I will. Just don't blame me when the whole world is against you.
I appreciate your help, even if you give it reluctantly.
You will need more than my help. Just try not to endanger your companions. They are not to blame for what your destiny mandates. Now, is there anything else?
I want to talk more to you I want to talk about you some more. You seem
I
agitated.
am always agitated. It is because of my training. We were taught that we were always being watched, always being stalked. In many cases, it is actually true. You likely have similar feelings when trained to be as vicious as the assassins, or when you are the protege of a famous master. You tend to attract unwelcome interest. I wonder how you will react to this scrutiny. I also wonder if your fellows will stand by you when the true weight of what you claim becomes known.
Only you and Dawnstar are with me. I do not question her loyalty.
Once again, I cast doubt upon myself. It seems I am destined to garner suspicion even if my actions remain neutral. The sides of the coming conflict seem very well defined. That will not always be the case. It is sometimes difficult to see the truth behind the actions of others.
Yeah?
Enough. I don't have anything else relevant to say. Perhaps I will when I have seen more of what you are capable of and what your master intends.
Okay. Come on, Dawnstar. Let's get to that dam and close it.